Content warning: this video discusses a tragic and sensitive case involving the loss of a young child. Viewer discretion is advised. In 1993, a heartbreaking event in Bootle, Merseyside, changed the UK forever. The James Bulger case. Not only shocked the nation, but also reshaped laws and sparked debates about youth, justice, and society. Today, we'll explore what happened, the legal aftermath, and the lasting impact of this tragedy. On February 12, 1993, the New Strand shopping centre in Bootle, Merseyside, was bustling with activity. Among the crowd was 2-year-old James Bulger, out with his mother, Denise. In just a brief moment, James wandered away from his mother's side. That moment would lead to one of the most devastating events in modern British history. Two 10-year-old boys, John Venables and Robert Thompson, encountered James. They led him out of the shopping centre, beginning a journey of over 2 miles across Liverpool. Security cameras later captured haunting images of the toddler being led away. The boys eventually took James to a secluded area near a railway line. What happened next was a tragedy we won't describe in detail, out of respect for James's memory and YouTube's guidelines. His life was taken in a way that left the UK in disbelief, struggling to understand how children so young could be involved in something so unimaginable. James' body was discovered 2 days later, on February 14, 1993. The news sent shockwaves through Liverpool and beyond. Merseyside police launched an urgent investigation, carefully analysing hours of CCTV footage from the shopping centre. The grainy images of 2 boys with James provided the crucial breakthrough. Public tips flooded in, and within days, John Venables and Robert Thompson, both just 10 years old, were identified and arrested. The nation struggled to comprehend the reality that children could commit such a horrific act. The boys' interviews revealed troubling details which we won't go into here. The arrests triggered massive media attention. Headlines declared it a case that shocked the world, and the public demanded answers. How could this happen? Why did it happen? These questions would dominate the trial and the years that followed. In November 1993, John Venables and Robert Thompson stood trial at Preston Crown Court. On November 24th, both were found guilty of murder, making them the youngest convicted murderers in modern British history. The judge sentenced them to be detained at Her Majesty's pleasure, meaning an indefinite sentence with the length decided by authorities. At first, the Home Secretary set the minimum term, but this political involvement in sentencing would later be overturned. Outside the court, emotions ran high. Some believed the punishment was too lenient, while others questioned how society itself had failed both James and the 2 boys. The case also reignited debates about parenting, education, and whether violent media played any role, though no proven link was ever established. The James Bulger case left a lasting mark on the UK's legal system. In 1999, the European Court of Human Rights ruled that the trial process for Venables and Thompson was unfair, given the intimidating adult courtroom setting for such young defendants. This led to reforms in how juvenile cases are handled, making the system more age-appropriate. In 2000, the House of Lords ruled that sentencing decisions should be made by judges, not politicians, a significant shift in the justice system. Outside the courts, James' mother, Denise Fergus, became a tireless advocate for victims' rights. She campaigned for tougher laws on young offenders and greater support for families. The tragedy also raised awareness about child safety in public spaces, prompting more vigilance among parents and communities. Venables and Thompson were released in 2001 after serving 8 years, given new identities to protect them. But later, legal issues involving Venables reignited debates over whether true rehabilitation had been achieved. More than 3 decades later, the James Bulger case remains one of the most painful chapters in British history. It's a story of loss, a reminder of the fragility of life, and a call for society to reflect on how we protect our children and guide our youth. James's memory lives on through his family's advocacy and through the legal and social changes his tragedy helped bring about. The case also forces us to grapple with difficult questions. How do we balance justice with the possibility of rehabilitation? How do we hold young offenders accountable while recognizing their age and potential for change? There are no easy answers, but the questions raised by this case continue to shape public debate to this day. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more true crime stories, real-life cases, and chilling tales of horror.